So I think we are live on Facebook. Is it possible?
Yeah.
Let's see if someone is seeing. Oh, yes. Hey, guys. Just give me a moment because I am overwhelmed by the technology today. Let me see. I am sharing this directly on the page of the Conscious Dance Festival, if it allows us. Let's see. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so before I say anything, you guys know already that I played live with several devices at the same time. So I am here now with Instagram and let's see how this goes. Here we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, conscious dancers. Oh, let's see how this is going here. My name is Diana from the Conscious Dance Festival, and I am today in our weekly Thursdays, 7 p.m. live interviews. And today I have a special friend that I am going to invite right away to join us here in Instagram. There he is. Yes. Okay. So is he coming? Is he coming? There he is. Hi, Devrim.
Hello. Hello.
I am going to mute you here so we don't have a double, and I am going to yeah, this is, I still hear myself on your side? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
I hear you.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay, so we can start. So, sorry guys for let you wait a little bit. So what we are going to introduce today in name of the Conscious Dance Festival, I have a little bit of trouble with the sharing from our page in Facebook. So I am crossing the fingers that this is coming out also in Facebook. So my name is Diana from the Conscious Dance Festival. And we meet, as I said already before, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Berlin time in Instagram and in Facebook. And I invite one of our friends, a facilitator, musician, or anyone that is related to consciousness, meditation, dance, and movement. And today I have a special friend, Devrim.
Hi.
Hi, Devrim, who is an expert in playback theater. Yes. Before we start talking about this wonderful practice, I just want to share with you guys that we had an amazing Conscious Dance Festival online on Sunday last weekend. And there are some short videos that we had live. If you feel like later going to our news feeds, you're more than welcome to just check. The next one is going to be on May 16. So, Devrim, back to you. Playback theater.
Yeah.
What is that? I mean, I have experienced it.
Yes, you have.
And
Yes.
and I love it. It's not dance, but what I enjoy a lot is its movement, its improvisation, this is what amazes me at the most. You bring the quality of meditation, presence, awareness in the practice.
Yes.
So tell us about it.
Yeah, this is what I like to do actually, to use this tool as a tool of self-awareness, actually. Yeah. So playback theater is basically a form of improv theater, of improvisational theater, based on the immediate enactment, on the immediate embodiment of the stories that the audience share. So we have a conductor that interviews some of the people in the audience, and the actors immediately play the story back. So this is also why the name. The story is immediately played back through the body and through the use of voice. So it's an embodiment of the story.
Embodiment, I like that word, an embodiment, because this is what we do also a lot in the practices that we share at the Consciousness Festival. Wait a second, my camera is like, la, 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 la. I'm just gonna put it a little bit more straight. Yes, here we go. So the first question that pops up for me is, do I have to be a talented actor to do playback or any type of experience in theater?
Actually, not at all, because we are not really acting. We are not playing a role, but we are playing ourselves. We are connecting with the emotions that the audience share, and we are playing our emotions, our way. So you just have to be yourself, actually, not to act, to do playback theater.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by saying these words, you have to be yourself. I mean, it's very easy said.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But to be authentic, to really connect to that authenticity, this who am I? Who am I? Who am I really? I am, like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I experience playback very often as an exposure, actually.
It can be. And this is also why I like to bring meditation in it, because in my opinion, meditation is the space from where we access our authenticity. So, of course, if we come from a very busy day and we are stressed and we are, accelerated, we cannot access our real self, our authentic self immediately. So that's why I like to bring meditation in it to help the participants be more present, be more here in the body, and then access their emotions from that space. Yeah.
Yes. And I remember the last time I was joining the playback theater, you were very much reminding us it's not about the story, it's about the feeling of, like, if I am playing the story of someone, yes, then how is the feeling? How would I be feeling sad? Or the person said, I was feeling sad because, in the situation. So maybe you can give us a short example of this.
Yes. Many times it happens that maybe somebody shares a story where if we play it back exactly as the person said, we are just really miming actions. Like, I went to the supermarket, and but this is not what playback is about. We do not play the story in a literal way, but we always move from literal to abstract, and we play in this gray area between literal and abstract. So what was representing for that person going to the supermarket in that moment? Was he or she sad, happy. It was a big step. It was um, an adventure. It was something part of their daily life, daily experience. So we want to go more deeper than just representing somebody going to the supermarket. So we want to go in what we say being the core of the story, so the real heart of it.
So besides being a practice that takes the people out of the mind, you know, like when I go there, I really forget everything that is happening in my life.
Yeah.
I go with kind of in a space. I cannot put it in other ways. But is it if someone would like to keep like the practice as an ongoing practice? This is not my experience. What are the benefits? What would, let's say, could happen for the people for the practice as an ongoing process?
Yeah, well, for me, for example, it helped me a lot leaving my plans behind and just trust my body, trust what my body is suggesting me in that moment. So the more I practice and the less I know what I'm gonna do when I go in the stage, you know, when I go in the scene, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't plan it. I just go in the scene, in the middle of the scene, and then I just connect with the emotion that I'm connecting in the moment, and I listen to my body, and if it suggests me to do this or that or to express in this way or in another, I just follow it.
You're
So
talking about the practical life.
yeah, I mean bringing this quality that I experience in playback also in the practical life. So if I trust my body and what I feel in playback, I can also bring it into my daily life and trust it in other situations. You know, when my guts really say something, but my mind says something else, I say, okay, but this is what my body is saying, so maybe I should listen to it. And this is like for me the first benefit. And then the second, for me, it's bringing a lot of compassion for me, for my stories, and for the other stories as well. Because witnessing the stories of others, it immediately brings me to my story and how that story is also my story in some way. And so this brings a lot of compassion for me and acceptance of how how my story is, what my story is.
Yes, I hear you. I'm very touched by what you're saying right now. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
I want to remind our friends who are watching right now that we have our next online event on May 16th. You're all very welcome to come to the Consciousness Festival, dance and embodied, experience the embodiment that we are talking about through movement and a lot of dancing. And who knows, maybe one day we can even include playback theater in
Let's
the
find a
Consciousness
way.
Festival. Let's find a way. Very nice. I like this idea. Yes, and talking about find ways, we have on the 25th of June for 5 days until the 29th, we're going to have our first retreat edition on a Greek island called Lesbos. And it's going to be an amazing experience where we're going to be dancing and diving deeper and deeper into ourselves by, with different consciousness approaches. So you're very, very welcome to join us. If you have more questions, you can send us a private message, or you can also visit our website, the link in the bio. So back to Devrim. I know you've been acting since you were 7 years old.
Yes.
I can imagine little Devrim driving his parents crazy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
What is this? What is your story? Are you like, have you been acting? Like, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah. Well, when I was a little kid, I think my parents were pushing me to be in theater because I was very shy, as many of us are at that age. So I started this theater school, and it was a regular theater school. So it wasn't about playback, it wasn't about this authenticity. It was really about reading a script and acting. And yes, I started at seven as a way to express myself a little bit more and to be exposed, as you said before, a little bit more. And then with the years, I started playing acting in some different companies here and there. I've been always very active, and I've acted, I think, all kinds of dramas and plays and whatever you can imagine. I was a comic one. I was a really dramatic one. I did all kinds of stuff. I founded also my company with some friends. But then when I was older, I felt that in theater I couldn't really express myself. I was really always expressing myself through a character, through somebody else. And this was not enough anymore. At that moment, I also started meditating, so I could really see the difference between what was for me acting from a script and being authentic in meditation. And so I started looking for a way of acting that could bring me more closer to what I was experiencing in meditation. And that's how I found playback theater. I followed a school in a permanent, it wasn't really a school, it's a permanent course, laboratory it's called, in my hometown in Italy for 3 years. And then I started with the international trainings around the world and meeting people from all over the world. And now I'm a practitioner of playback theater since 6 years now. Yeah.
Oh, this is, wow.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. I didn't know this. Amazing.
Yeah. It's my 6th year now.
Nice. And you started to create also online versions of playback theater.
Yeah, because last year, since the pandemic started, all playback moved online. So there are many opportunities to do playback online, actually. It's very different, of course, from what we were experiencing live in person, because a great part of playback is physical interaction between the actors. But in companies around the world and schools around the world found their own way to do it online as well. And me with my company, because I'm also part of a company called Otto in Italy, we found our own way to do it online. And I also found another way, a personal way to do it online with my courses, because I also teach it online. And in fact, next month is gonna start a new course is gonna start. I found my way experimenting online how to bring this very interactive discipline online, where the interaction is very different. But it's amazing actually how you can be mirrored and you can be heard and connected also online. Yeah, and you can also meet people from all over the world in one screen, which is something very amazing for me. And yeah, so it's possible.
You said you start a new course. When is it starting?
It's starting the 3rd of May, and it's gonna be a 5-meeting course online, where we experiment each meeting a different emotion. So it's gonna be each meeting is gonna be focused on one emotion, and we are gonna experiment playing back this emotion and connecting to stories about this emotion. And each time we are gonna change emotion. Yeah.
Wow, sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm very I'm very thrilled.
That I join.
You are very welcome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean,
Thank
I've
you.
experienced it only in person. I don't know the experience online. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm imagining playing with the little, you do it in Zoom, no? Playing with the little squares and being creative with them. Yeah, I think this whole pandemic in one way or another made, it's a huge exploration of our own creativity.
Yeah.
It
True.
put us to the spot to okay, this is the situation now. You can sit there and stay in your place looking at the ceiling and going crazy, or you find creative ways to deal with what is happening.
Yeah, that's in playback. That's amazing. I'm really amazed about how people all over the world find a way to adapt playback, and the result is incredible for me. Like, suddenly we are not theater actors anymore. We are movie actors. We are playing with the camera. We are going around with the camera. It's amazing, really. I couldn't imagine.
I'm so happy to hear all this. It's fascinating. So, Playback Theatre, guys, is starting 3rd of May. Yeah. If you're curious, you can visit Espacio Rebelde, in Facebook and also here in Instagram. This was Devrim, and my name is Diana from the Consciousness Festival, reminding you, May 16, we have our next online event. You're very, very welcome. We're going to have a totally new program than we have had in this past 3 online editions. So it's a 4 hours event that starts at 4 p.m. Berlin time. And what we create is a wave with different facilitators and musicians. Don't miss it. It's really, really, really something beautiful. And as Devrim was explaining, when we have been discovering all the possibilities of the online world, we have with the festival also discovered that it's amazing to see how much connection we can still create, even in the distance and through the internet, and to create, really, to be able to create the group energy. Yeah, that we don't have to be in the same space. So May 16 and June 25th till the 29th, we have our first retreat edition in person, guys.
Yeah.
Devrim is gonna be there.
Of course.
I know. So you're all very welcome to join us. And last but not least, reminder of our Thursdays live interviews, 7 p.m. Berlin time in Facebook and here in Instagram also. You can come, you can ask questions, and next time I meet you here with a new facilitator, and we're going to talk about something new. Thank you so much, Devrim.
Thanks
It
to
was
you, Diana. It was
beautiful.
amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Ciao.
Bye.